Hi everyone, my name is Marcus. Thank you for joining today's yoga session. We'll get started sitting down on the floor today. You're welcome to sit on a yoga block or maybe a blanket to create some cushion or avoid straining on the knees and hips. So once you get settled in, we'll take our shoulders above the hips and we will bring our ears above the shoulder, lift the chin slightly, and we'll close the eyes and take a moment to focus on our breathing. You're welcome to relax your arms and hands wherever it's comfortable for you. And without controlling the breath, for now we will just focus on where the breath is at all by itself. Remember how it's doing right now. And if the breath wants to deepen all by itself just by focusing on it, allow yourself to take a nice full breath. Okay, you guys, let's open the eyes if they're closed. And we'll begin with a little bit of movement. Let's start by bowing our head and just real simple, rotate your head around the neck and the shoulders. And then we'll switch directions. And let that one go, you guys. Let's create a side body stretch. We're going to reach our hand over to the left side onto the floor and take the other arm, extend it up alongside the head, stretching through the right side of the body. All right, let's come up and move over to the next side. Go as far over as you'd like. Take a few full breaths here. Okay, let's come back up to center. And we're going to go right over to the first side. We're going to add a little flow here with the breath. We'll exhale and bow to the floor. Go at your own pace. Take a breath in as you come back up. We'll do a couple more. Finish up your last one and we'll start on the next side. We'll do about 3 or 4. Go at your own pace. And back up. Come all the way back up. Relax the arms down to the sides of the body. And let's move into hands and knees. We're going to begin with a simple cat-cow. So bring your hands right under the shoulders and knees right under the hips. Look forward to the front. Take a breath in. Exhale as you start to round your spine, tucking the tailbone in. Inhale, curving the spine. Tailbone can lift up. Curve the upper back, mid back, and low back. And at your own pace, following the breath. Exhale and inhale. Okay, let's let go of that for a second, and we'll extend one leg up and behind. I'm going to take my left leg up and behind, take a breath in, exhale, round it into the body or forehead, and a few more. Okay, go ahead and finish up one last one. And set it down. And let's move over to the next side. Okay, finish up your last one. Set the knee down to the floor. And let's come into a child's pose. Let's relax for just a moment. Stretch the arms forward. Soften the chest down. Relax the head. Alright, let's look forward and come back up. And from here we're going to move into a downward facing dog. So take it easy, we'll curl the toes under, stretch it up and behind. Feel free to pedal out your feet in downward dog or find any kind of movement. Look forward to the front next and start to walk our feet up to our hands into a forward bend. Take just a moment in our forward bend. You're welcome to use your blocks, put your blocks under your hands if you'd like. You can let your head and neck hang to the floor. Soften the knees, bend the knees as much as you'd like. And we'll place our hands on our hips next. Look forward to the front and we'll come all the way up to a standing position, all the way up to standing. And kind of walk in place for a second. Let's take a wide stance with our feet, toes pointing forward, and place your hands right below the shoulders. If you want to find some movement in the hips or shifting side to side, sinking into the thighs, you can. Sometimes it feels good just to keep the legs straight and isolate the hip movement. Okay, so from here, I would like to keep our hands right underneath of the shoulders, and we're going to place our left hand to the hip. We're going to start to turn our chest. See if you can keep the hips right where they are without turning the waist or the hips. See if you can turn the chest and shoulders to face over to the left side. See how far you can go there while keeping your shoulder right above the hand. Then we'll take the other arm and just kind of see how far up you can float it while facing the palm over to that left side. And take just a couple breaths here. Try to fill the lungs up. And then set it down to the floor. Let's do the next side. We'll start by placing the hand to the hip, turning the chest, and then take the arm up above the head. Okay, set that hand down to the floor. And let's shift our legs side to side again. Loosen that up. And while we're here, let's create a little bit more of a stretch with the legs. We're just going to reach our hands over to the right foot. Nothing too serious. If you want to create it another way, you're welcome to. Try to relax and breathe into your stretch. Full breath in, full breath out. I'm going to make my way over to the other side. Okay, hands back under the shoulders. Let's bend the knees just a little bit. Place the hands on the hips. Let's come all the way back up to standing. And that's it for our wide forward bend. I'd like to come up to the very top of our yoga mats next to do some flowing sun salutations. So all the way up to the top, feet right under the shoulders, hands to the heart. Okay, let's begin by taking our arms out and up overhead. Exhale, arms out to the side, folding forward. Inhale, take your right leg behind. Hold your breath for both. Exhale, chest down between the hands. Take a breath in for cobra, pressing the tops of your feet down. Exhale, press back into downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg up to the top. Exhale, the other. Inhale, your arms out and up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, flowing. And exhale, fold forward bend. Inhale, the left foot behind. Hold your breath for both. Exhale to lower. Inhale for cobra. Exhale, back into downward facing dog. Inhale, the left foot forward. Exhale, the right. Inhale, your arms. And exhale, back to the heart. Inhale, out and up. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, the right foot. Holding for both. Exhale, down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, the right foot. Exhale, the other. Inhale, your arms. Exhale to the heart. Inhale out and up. Exhale, folding. Inhale the left foot, holding for both. Exhale down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale the left foot forward. Exhale the right. Inhale your arms and to the heart. Inhale out and up. Exhale, fold forward, bend. Inhale the right foot behind, holding for both. Exhale down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale the right foot. Exhale the left. Inhale the arms. Exhale to the heart. Inhale and folding. Inhale the left, holding for both. Exhale down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. Inhale the left. Exhale the right. Inhale the arms and to the heart. Let's go one more round. Inhale and exhale. Inhale the right. Hold in and down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale the right. Exhale the left. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and folding. Inhale the left, holding for both. Exhale down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale the left. Exhale the right. Inhale the arms. And exhale to the heart. Okay, so let's take our arms out and up again. Take a breath in. And then exhale, fold forward bend. Let's take our left leg behind into a lunge position. We'll bring our shoulders up above the hips, reach the arms high to the sky into a high lunge here. Trying to bring the shoulders right above the hips. Take a few full breaths here. Make sure that you can look down, see your big toe, take that knee right above the ankle. Over to the side a little bit. And we'll bring our palms back down to center. And from here, we're going to start to lean forward and place our hands down to the floor. We're going to take our front foot over to the side, heel toe it over to the side a bit, creating space for your body and the arms. If you'd like to create this posture in any other way, you can. You're welcome to lift up and create a twist over to the side. Or maybe you'd like to lower your forearms down to the floor, sinking deep into that thigh. You're welcome to use a block or multiple blocks for the arms to adjust things however you'd like here. We'll take just a couple more breaths to sink into this posture. Okay, so we're going to start to come out of this posture. Move your block if you had it out of the way. We're going to kind of bring that back foot up a little bit as we straighten through the front leg. We're going to try to square our hips forward, creating a pyramid shape with the legs here. You can point your back toes out to the side slightly, front toes forward, knee kind of pointing forward, trying to rotate that knee forward. And again, these hips, trying to square these hips as best we can so that one side of the hip isn't pointing up higher than the other or isn't further behind than the other or forward. All right, let's start to bend our front knee over the ankle again. We're gonna bring our back foot all the way up to the top to meet our front foot. I'm gonna adjust a little bit, step back so I have more room on the yoga mat. And you're welcome to use your blocks for this next one. We're gonna place our blocks right underneath of our hands for support here. And we're gonna bend our knees a little bit, find some rooting through our right foot. We're gonna start to peel our left foot up off of the floor And just extend it straight up and behind into a warrior 3 shape here. You're welcome to hover your hands and torso into a full warrior 3 if you'd like, or maybe just leaving them down onto the blocks is where you'd like to go tonight, or today, or whatever time it might be. All right, let's set the foot down to the floor, let that warrior 3 go. Maybe kind of walk in place or alternate, bend the knees a little bit. Let's move back into a downward facing dog. Root those hands down, bend the knees as much as you need. Walk the feet back. Real simple, stretch it in down dog for a moment. And then real simple, walk the feet all the way back up. Let's place our hands on the hips, bend the knees, take a breath in up to standing. Okay, so let's take the arms out and up. Breath in, exhale, fold forward. All right, let's take the right leg behind this time. Set up for our high lunge, front knee over the ankle, creating plenty of space from side to side and front to back with those feet. Shoulders above the hips. Maybe peek down, see that big toe, front knee over to the side slightly. Trying to create fullness to the breath. Okay, hands down to the heart. Let's create the same thing we did last time. Hands down to the floor, foot over to the side, front foot over to the side, and then create this however you'd like. I'm going to do the same thing I did last time. I'm just going to start with one little quick twist and then bring it down. You're welcome to go wherever you want with it. Use these blocks this time. Just a couple more deep breaths in this kind of tight and tense shape. It's worth it though by the time we get done. Stretching out. All right, let's straighten the arms if they're not already. Remove your blocks to the side. And we're going to create our pyramid, Parsvottanasana shape here by bringing that back foot up, toes out to the side a little bit, front leg straight, and then those hips again. Trying to just adjust things in the right place to square those hips up. Try to point that knee, that front knee, in the same direction as those front toes. And just a few breaths here. All right, let's bend our knee over the ankle, and we're going to start to bring that back foot up. Reach over, grab your blocks for support. Center your weight down through the left foot this time. Peel the right foot up, extend the leg up and behind, and create this warrior 3 shape. Go as far into it as you'd like. One more full breath, and then we'll let it go. Foot down to the floor. And set your blocks to the side again. Let's walk our feet back into a downward facing dog once more. Feel free to find any movement, pedaling, bending the knees, or maybe just stillness in your down dog. Try to find some full relaxing breaths. Next, we're going to set our knees down to the floor and take a quick break in child's pose. Okay, let's look forward to the front. And we're going to move back into a downward facing dog. And from downward facing dog, we're going to look forward and bring our left foot all the way up to the top, creating another high lunge. And from our high lunge, we're going to bring our palms down to our heart, and we're going to turn our torso over towards the side that our front leg is on. Left side, my left side. And then we're going to extend our arms, one in front, one in back. And then we're going to lean forward and place our front hand down to the ground. And from here, we'll place our top hand down to the ground, and we'll start to create our pyramid pose again. Take a moment to stretch through that front thigh, stretching up through the hips. And we'll make sure we have our blocks handy. I'm going to adjust a little bit. We're going to move into our warrior three, bending the knee over the ankle, standing up and behind with the right leg. Maybe you'd like to come all the way into your warrior three, hands to the heart, or maybe extend them behind. Just let it go back down to the floor. Try to extend that back leg down, knee over the ankle. Let's go ahead and create another high lunge. Come all the way up. Take a breath into your high lunge, and then set the hands back down to the floor. Let's take it back into downward facing dog. Pedal it out for a moment, and let's do a repeat. Right foot up to the top. Come all the way up into your high lunge. Make sure your blocks are out of the way there. Full breaths in your high lunge. Okay, let's bring our hands to the heart. Turn your torso to the side of the front leg, right leg for me. Arms extend, and then reach forward, lean forward, front hand down to the yoga mat. Okay, top hand to the floor. Let's create our pyramid on this side. Bring the back foot in as much as you need. Squaring those hips. Maybe this front leg feels quite a bit different than the other side. Okay, so from here we're going to adjust ourselves, grab those blocks, and move right into our warrior three. Back leg hovers up and behind. And if you want to go further, taking those hands off of the blocks, leveling the torso with the floor, leveling the hips. And then we'll set it down. We're going to move right back into our high lunge. Take that back foot, set it to the floor, front knee above the ankle, shoulders above the hips. Okay, let's take our hands all the way back down to the floor. Remove your blocks. And let's take it back into downward facing dog. Pedal out your feet a bit. And next we're going to walk our feet back up to our hands again. Place your hands on your hips, bend the knees, breathe up to standing. Let's take another wide stance with the feet, and let's make sure our toes are pointing forward. And we'll take our left toes, point your left toes all the way out to the left, and we'll make sure that our torso is pointing straight forward. We'll float our arms, bend the knee into a warrior two shape. Okay, you guys, from here, we're going to straighten through the front leg and move into a triangle shape. Take a breath in and exhale. Reach forward, lean into it, and then eventually we'll turn and twist into it. Press that back leg into the floor, lifting up with the top hip. Next, we're going to move into a side angle pose. If you'd like to bring your top hand to the hip for balance or adjust yourself, you can. I'm just going to start to bend my front knee really softly, real gently. Bend the front knee right over the ankle, and I'm placing my hand to the floor. If you want to place your hand on a block, you can, or modify this with your forearm on your front thigh or knee, you can. I'm going to go a little bit deep into it myself. And I'm going to come out of it next. Just going to come all the way back up, toes forward, floating the arms again, torso facing forward, right toes all the way out to the side this time, and bending the knee right above the ankle. And yes, that was a cat. Okay, straightening through the front leg, moving into our triangle pose. Alright, so from here, adjust your arms however you'd like. I'm going to start to soften my knee and plant my hand right by my foot, slowly bending the knee to position right over the heel, right over the ankle. And if you want to modify this side angle pose in another way, feel free to support yourself in any other way here. I'm feeling a bit stretchy and go deep. It's not always, you don't always need to go that deep. Some days are different than others. Okay, let's let our side angle pose go. Slowly, slowly, strongly come out of it, toes forward. Let's place our hands down to the yoga mat again. This time we're going to allow our head and neck just to hang and dangle down to the floor. And we're going to reach our arms behind the feet. And we'll bring the hands back under the shoulders, pushing yourself upright a bit. And then this time we're going to take the hands out in front of the body and just extend the arms, walk them as far as they'll go while leaving your hips in place, right in between the feet, above the feet, obviously, but in between. Okay, hands back under the shoulders and add a little bend to the knees, hands to the thighs or hips, and we're gonna come back up to standing. Bring the feet together, and from here, I would like to walk in place for a sec, just shake it out, and we will grab our blocks next and bring them up to the top of your yoga mat. Place our hands down to our yoga blocks. You can place them in whatever setting you'd like. And we're just going to kind of alternate bending the knees left to right to start. And I'd like to place our hands on our shins or thighs and just lengthen our spine forward to the front for a moment. Take a few full breaths. Okay, so from here, let's make sure let's take our feet about hip width distance apart. We're gonna create a chair pose. Take those hips behind, come all the way up into a chair, and we're going to take our arms out to the side, and we're going to cross our right arm in front over the top of the left. And then we're going to create our eagle arms. You can bring your elbows level with your shoulders if you'd like, or maybe hug them in close to the body. And then we're going to real simply let that go, straighten the legs, take a breath in, exhale, fold forward bend. Okay, let's very gently bend those knees, hips behind, back up in the chair pose, reach the arms, take a breath in, exhale, take them down. Let's take the left arm underneath of the right this time. Or actually, sorry, right, opposite of last time. Right arm underneath of the left, creating our eagle arms. Maybe you'd like to take a breath in, level the elbows with the shoulders, exhale, squeeze it in. And then untangle the arms, reach them up. Exhale, fold forward. Okay, let's try adding some more this time. Come all the way into our eagle pose, and we will cross the left arm underneath of the right this time. And we're going to lift our left heel up off of the ground, and then maybe cross the left thigh over the top of the right, and optional, hooking that foot behind the ankle, sinking into this eagle pose here, and then we'll let it go. Straighten the legs, reach the arms, take a breath. Exhale, fold forward. Take a breath in, and then create your chair pose again. This time we're going to take our right arm underneath of the left, lifting our right heel off of the floor, crossing the right leg. And again, hooking that foot behind the ankle is optional. Okay, let's let it go, coming out and up. Take a breath in. Exhale, folding forward. All right, let's bend our knees, creating a chair pose again. We'll take our left under the right this time. Left heel, left leg. And coming out of that one, exhale, fold forward, bend. Back into chair pose. Right under the left. Right leg. And letting that one go. Exhale, fold forward bend. And let's take a breath in. Inhale all the way up to standing. Exhale, hands to the heart. And from here, we're going to come back into our forward bend. Place the hands down to the blocks. Let your head and neck just hang down to the floor. Okay, you guys, let's place our hands on the thighs or hips and come back up to standing. And I'd like to come up to the top of your yoga mat if you're not already. Reach the hands down to the floor, back down to the floor, and walk back into a downward facing dog. And we'll set our knees down to the floor. Relax the child's pose for a sec. I'd like to create a side stretch in your child's pose. You can walk your arms and torso over to the side, over to one side. Relax your head down to the floor. And go over to the other side. Alright, you guys, let's push ourselves upright to a seated position. And let's lie down onto our backs. Let's finish things up lying down. And keep your strap close by. A couple blocks. I've got so many blocks over here. And just relaxing for a sec. Let's hug the legs into the body again. Just kind of squeeze things in a bit. Maybe massage around the lower back. And next, we'll set our feet flat to the floor and create an eye of the needle pose, crossing the ankle right above the other knee. Go ahead and pick which leg you like. Draw those top toes towards the top knee there. A little pressure to the thigh, a little bit of movement side to side if that's what feels good, or maybe just no movement feels good. Alright, let's let that side go and move over to the next side. Ankle above the knee, drawing the toes towards the knee, pressure to the thigh. This side's quite a bit tighter, a little different alignment on this side, doesn't want to go as far as the other. So just taking my time to work into it. A little movement might loosen it up a bit. Okay, that's long enough on that side. Let's set it down to the floor. And let's do the other side again. Only this time, I'd like to extend the other leg straight up and then reach through the center of the legs and out through the thigh there. Clasp the hands behind. Circle the foot around the ankle if you'd like to. Flex the toes. And then we'll set it down. Let's try the other side. Alright, let's let that one go. And from here, we're going to create a full cross with the legs. I'm going to take my left leg over the top of my right. And from here, we're going to try to hug both legs into the body, like so. And then, to go further, if you'd like to, optional, you can reach down your shins all the way to the feet, and then try to take the feet out to the sides for a bicycle pose. If you get this far, you can try to reach your tailbone back down to the floor while trying to pull the thighs as close into the body as you can. Full breath into it. And then we'll let it go. Set it down to the floor. Maybe kind of walk in place with the feet for a sec. And across the opposite leg over this time, taking my right over the left, and then just starting by pulling them in, and maybe just right here is where you want to go with it, or a little more advanced. Walk those hands down all the way to the feet as far as you can, and out to the sides. Take another full breath before we let it go. And set those feet down to the yoga mat. I'd like to move into a reclined butterfly pose. Soles of the feet together, knees out to the sides. Relaxing your hands wherever you'd like. I'm going to relax mine right below my belly button. Focus on my breathing again for a moment. Okay, let's bring those knees together. Extend the legs out to the sides, and we're going to find our strap, grab it, and let's take our strap onto the left toes and take a moment to stretch things out here. Loosen it up, bend the legs, straighten the legs, soften the elbows, relax those elbows down to the floor. Strap in each hand, straps right below each toe on the ball of the foot. I'm going to reach up and grab both straps, reach up as far as I can, grab both straps with the left hand, and extend my right arm all the way out to the side on the floor, And then gently bend this right knee as I take, or this left knee as I take the left leg out to the side. Notice I'm not going all the way to the floor, and I'm not straightening my leg as straight as it can go. There's quite a bit of play here so that I can kind of rotate my knee to point to the floor, staying strong and anchoring down through the right side of my body there. And then we're going to come back up and switch hands. Extend your other arm out to the side on the floor, crossing the leg over. Hips stacking as far into it as you'd like. Try to keep both shoulders rooted down to the floor. Okay, let's start to bend that knee and then roll the hip back down to the floor. And we're going to do the other side. Maybe you need to shake out the hips for just a sec. Take the strap right below the toes and take your time as you bring those elbows down. Take your time to work into the foot and the rest of the leg here. Okay, I think that's long enough. Let's reach up, grab both straps, extending your left arm out to the side on the floor. A little bend to the leg, out to the side. Okay, bring it back to center and let's cross it over. We'll do our last side here. Extending the arm, shoulders stay rooted to the floor. Okay, let's bend that knee, roll back to the floor, release your strap, set it to the side. Adjust yourself on your yoga mat as needed, shake out the hips a little bit, and maybe you'd like to hug the knees into the body, kind of massage around the lower back. We'll prepare for Shavasana. Any last movements or stretches you'd like to make, feel free to do them. We'll just hang out here, lie on our backs, extend your legs straight forward, arms to the sides of the body. And we'll just relax for a few moments. welcome to roll over onto one side and pause there for a moment. As soon as you're ready to come up to a comfortable seat, you can. I'd like to end class with a peace chant. You're welcome to follow along by closing your eyes and bringing your palms to the heart. We'll do one Om and Shanti 3 times, and then one short Om and then peace in English 3 times. So let's go ahead and begin by taking a full breath in right now. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om peace peace peace. And namaste. Thank you guys. I will see you guys next time.